Hello there everybody, and welcome to this feature presentation on YouTube. I am King Mac, your hamburger pal. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to enjoy a hot fresh cheeseburger along with some delicious golden french fries, a tasty milkshake, and a nice soft drink. Also be sure to grab some hot buttery popcorn while you're at it as you enjoy this episode of TTBurger Game Reviews on YouTube.
Welcome back, my friends. You're watching TTBurger Game Reviews, and I'm your host Tony, aka TTBurger88. And we are wrapping things up here with episode 265 of my TTBurger Game Reviews here on the Ape Escape Series here. Episode 265, part 3 of 3 parts of the Ape Escape Series here. We're at the final part here. And before I get started here, I want to give a shout out to everybody who has supported this channel in the last 6-7 years since I've been on YouTube. I really appreciate all the love and support you've given me, and if it weren't for you guys, this channel wouldn't be as big as it is today. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you all for everything you've all done for me. And I also want to give a shout out to everyone who's helped out with the videos too, including Substitute MX and Freaking HD for King Mac, and more and more and more. And we have a lot to talk about with the final part of my Ape Escape Series review. Look at the third part here, the third game. And before we can get started here with that third part here, I'm sure those of you who missed what happened in part 2 of my Ape Escape Series review here, let's go back in time here to that with a little TTBurger recap, Ape Escape style, to show y'all what you missed. I took a look at Ape Escape 2 for the PlayStation 2 and gave it a 9 out of 10 because it was a better game, better sequel. It improved on a lot of things, but some of the voice acting was not very good, no Japanese audio, and the fact that the characters overly explained what you're supposed to do made you feel like a little kid being told to go get the ball instead and everything. But aside from those small complaints though, there's really nothing else that does bad I have to say about Ape Escape 2. But now we're going to zoom ahead to January 17th, 2006, back when I was still a junior in high school, and this was the last year of the PlayStation 2 being big at its prime. The Xbox 360 was already out, and PlayStation 3 and Nintendo Wii were already on the way. But this game showed there was still some love for the PlayStation 2, and we got the game right here for you all to see. This is Ape Escape 3, a PlayStation 2 exclusive released on January 17th, 2006. Now, Ape Escape 3, what I gotta say about it, usually the third or fourth game in a franchise can be a 50-50, can be either awesome or the worst game in the series. And for Ape Escape 3, it really is a great game. Not as great as Ape Escape 2, but still really great. Ape Escape 3 does improve on stuff from Ape Escape 2, but some stuff it deproves on, but not really much it deproves on though. In Ape Escape 3, you have 2 new characters here, twin brother and sister Kei and Yumi. Yumi is a singer and Kei is a baseball player who live with their aunt Aki. They receive a message from Natalie telling them that the monkeys and Spectre are running loose again, and this time they are using television as their weapon. Spectre hires Dr. Tomoki, a human scientist, to aid him in his plans for world domination once again. Spectre and Dr. Tomoki take control of TV satellites with the help of the Freaky Monkey 5. They have broadcasted monkey television shows worldwide. They put all the humans in a mindless trance and infected them, to include Professor, Spike, and Jimmy. Yumi, Kei, and Aki did not get infected by this, and they get a call from Natalie, who also was not infected, informing them what happened, and it shows there that either Yumi or Kei and then the Nine twins must stop Spectre once again. This time, instead of going back in time or going to famous landmarks, this time you go to television studios and capture the monkeys from taking over TV and brainwashing all the citizens and everything. The story is hokey, but I liked it. I mean, Ape Escape Series never had a big story, just capture the monkeys, and that is it. And it actually works here, in my opinion. Ape Escape 3's presentation, the graphics for the most part are excellent. The cel-shaded anime-like graphics are here once again like in Ape Escape 2, but it goes for more of an anime style this time, like how the faces look and everything. The character models are detailed, and they have an anime feel to them, same with the environments. I like the television studio style environments and the themes that go with it, like a Wild West theme, Haunted House theme, a space theme, and like one of those classic cartoon themes, and more and more and more. Sure, it's different from the other 2 games, but it works with the plot because it involves TV and such. The gadgets look cool here once again, and they're detailed and very nice. Only problem is the frame rate issues that are noticeable. Sure, the frame rate issues do not happen often, but when they do, the slowdowns are just not very good. And of course, I forgot to mention with the character models, lip syncing does not match up with the English voices once again, and the mouth must animate like sock puppets when they open and close. The cutscenes are once again can also look great in game, and they look great. For the sound of Ape Escape, I did like the sound, just some of the parts were not so good. Voice acting was kinda took a step down. I mean, it's better than the original Ape Escape's voice acting, but some of the new actors just are not as good as Veronica Taylor and Rachel Lillis like that. I mean, Natalie's voice is good, and Kay and Yumi sound okay, but others not so very good. Aki sounds like a school teacher who keeps repeating the same thing over and over, like a school teacher's soccer mom. It's annoying, like saying, "Hey, do this, do that." And Natalie, she overly, like Natalie exactly, she overly explains everything, but the game makes you feel like you're a kid having to go get the ball and then come back and everything like that. Also, once again, no Japanese audio. This is the third game and still no Japanese audio. Why? I don't know. The music has that anime feel to it like Ape Escape, and it sounds great once again. The sound effects from the gadgets sound awesome, like the whooshes and everything like that, and that's pretty cool there. Ape Escape 3's gameplay, fun for the most part. There are some frustrations though, but still Ape Escape 3 is a fun game to play for sure. Ape Escape 3 plays a lot like the first two games, where you must capture the required number of monkeys in each level before moving on to the next, using your monkey net, your stun club, and your gadgets you receive along the way. Ape Escape 3 gives you something new called Morph Suits, where Kay and Yumi can morph into certain costumes that'll help you along the way to capture those pesky monkeys, like a ninja mode that makes you run on walls, and a western suit will make you like holding attack tech with this gun and everything like that, and they also have a unique way of capturing the monkey stuff. These definitely come in handy and make Yumi and Kay stronger, just like the gadgets. You go through a variety of television stations with a multitude of themes, such as I mentioned, Wild Wild West, comedy, holiday, and more. And the boss fights here, you fight the 5-pound monkeys once again, trying to figure out what to do to beat them is a challenge. And that's a challenge in a good way, of course. Catching the monkeys is still a blast, but they up the challenge this time. If you're not careful, the monkeys can take your gadgets, like your monkey net or something like that. They'll catch you in the net and send you out of level, and you must go back. I should also mention there are shops here. Tons of shops to buy lives, power-up cookies, and like you got bingo cards that they give you like some cool ass stuff. Like about 5 or 6 stores we have here, and the gadget training is back here once again, and more. I mean, who does not like going to capture monkeys via television and such, especially with the 2 new characters, twin bird sister Kay and Yumi. Fun times I had here, but now we have some monkey negatives. There's 2 new playable characters with only minor differences and stuff, and the story really changes. There are no switching levels for Yumi or Kay either. And since these are 2 new characters, it would have been nice if there was cooperative to play. I mean, imagine playing Ape Escape cooperative with one person that's Kay and one person that's Yumi. That would have been fun. Definitely. There's the frame rate, like I mentioned. The difficulty has minor balancing issues once again, but it's not as bad. There's not really anything new with the gadgets or anything like that. And Natalie and the other characters will main characters like Spike and the French not gonna allow screen time. The voice acting can be a little on the weak side. There's issues with the camera and stuff like that. They have to manually move the camera. No Japanese audio once again. Bad lip syncing. Character faces look awkward all along with the mouth movements too. Some of the shops are useless, like the shops with your coins like that. You can buy stuff, but a lot of them are pointless except for like, I don't know, like cutscenes and stuff like that. But they have most like comics and stuff, and it's kind of an issue and stuff. And of course, there's a shop that has extra lives and like that, which is fine. That's fine. But the problem is that like, it is very hard to find extra lives in game or find power-up cookies and stuff like that in the game levels too, which is not as hard, but lives are pretty much almost non-existent and stuff. And some of the levels require too much focus on the morph suits to catch the monkeys, which makes kind of a chore. And once again, you have to backtrack to the previous levels to 100% the game once again by catching all the monkeys when it tells you to go back. And yeah. But that's pretty much all the place I had though. I know there were a lot of negatives here, but the game is still really enjoyable. It definitely should be worth checking out if you want to put an end to the Ape Escape Trilogy. Final thoughts: if you enjoyed the first 2 Ape Escape games, Ape Escape 3 still has some fun for sure. It's gonna get a slightly higher rating than Ape Escape here, so I'm gonna give Ape Escape 3 an 8.5 out of 10. It's the best score I can give it, and it's definitely worth owning a collection for sure. And we did it, everybody. We have finished up my Ape Escape series review here. Next up, we're gonna do episode 266. What will be come up next? But to find out, that's all I gotta say. This is Tony. Telling you all to peace out and have a great day, and see you all in the next episode. Take care, everybody.
It's kill or get eat and get buried with the seeds, but that makes me feel free. Hella focused on my dreams. I got habits.